What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Yes, back, because by now you should be subscribed, and if you are not, I'll give you a second to hit that red button that's sitting right there below your screen. I know you can see it if you're not watching this video in full screen, so I'll wait. But anyways, guys, welcome back to the channel. I am Aria Renee, for those who do not know, and today is going to be, for me, a long-awaited video to do and to bring to the channel, and it's just to talk about what do I believe in. And I have one video that I'm going to share that pretty much sums up the whole entire idea of what I believe in. I'm going to insert it now.
Do I call myself if I believe in God, goddess, feminine, masculine energy, the creator's source, but believe that so many parts of the Bible were mistranslated and changed for control and political reasons, and that it's very out of date for modern living? And I believe that Jesus' teachings were valid to love one another, but don't agree with culty Christians and their judgy way of thinking and fear-mongering? And that I follow and align myself with the seasons and cycles of the earth and the moon and all celestial bodies, and celebrate the holidays of the wheel of the year, and don't think of myself as a pagan because I more so honor deities versus worshiping them? And I feel closest to God or source through meditation and connecting to my highest self and time in nature and my own rituals and my own craft. And I think that everyone's craft and rituals are their own in a form of art and expressing themselves and their beliefs outwardly and as a way to amplify their prayers and dreams. And I believe in true freedom of religion and not freedom in one religion, and the power of educating yourself and bringing unknown knowledge to the light because fear and ignorance lead to hate. And I believe in a world where modern medicine and scientists and holistic medicine and practices work in harmony, and that mental and spiritual health matters just as much as physical health. And I believe in our own power to heal, and that we should all connect more to our inner child. And I believe in terrestrials and interdimensional beings, and that there's a lot of hidden knowledge regarding this that our government has been hiding from us. I believe we're more powerful than they want us to believe, and that there is sacred divinity in all things, including ourselves, and that our own human consciousness shapes our reality, and so therefore believe in power of manifestation, and that we are all part of an interconnected web of consciousness, and that time is an illusion, and that we can all tap into the Akasha, including knowledge we seek and even past life, and that we are all eternal and all one. I guess spiritual.
Alright, so that's it. I'm out. You guys have fun. Be safe out here. That's basically it. That sums it all up. But no, I didn't write a script for this video or anything like that. A lot of this stuff is just going to be straight off the dome. But what I believe in, spirituality, all of it. In a sense, anything you can think of, I probably have done some form of research for, if I know about it, and applied it to my life. So I do believe in God. I believe in the Christian God too. I also believe in Jesus Christ as well. But I also believe in witches, aliens, mermaids even. Like, I believe in it all. Like, a lot of conspiracy theories that people have, especially with our US government. I also find a lot of truth in what I've researched in that as well. So I believe that you are entitled and you believe in what you want to believe in. As I tell people a lot about this spiritual journey, I always say, but it's always about what you believe in. If you don't think the universe is working in your best benefit, then the universe is not going to work in your best benefit, and that's just because you simply just do not believe in it. So I do believe in a higher power. My higher power would be the universe in my eyes, and I do believe in multiple gods. I believe they were all here at one point in time. I, however, do not believe they should be worshipped more so than just honored in a way. Like, I'm pretty sure somewhere it says that Jesus Christ is not supposed to be worshipped. But I digress. I'm not here to argue with anybody. I'm not here to talk about why someone's religion is worse or better than the other. I believe you have the free will to choose whatever religion that you want to believe in, and nobody should tell you not to believe in that. So that's where I stand as far as what I believe in. You guys have seen multiple times my crystal and my tarot deck situation. I also have a oracle deck, and then of course I have an affirmation deck, and then I have a little mini spell deck, which was one of the first things that I picked up when I decided to go down this path of, I guess, witchiness is more so what I would go into. I found myself drifting more towards African spirituality or African traditions, not so much as voodoo, but more so of hoodoo. obviously not practicing it or really doing anything with it at the moment, just because I want to learn it in mostly its entirety, and also try to seek out maybe a mentor, mentee, or anything like that. I do believe in more so of the Orishas and the goddesses and voodoo queens. I like Mary LaVue. I do believe in all of that as well. I believe in my crystals. As you guys know, I do believe in my crystals. Right now, I have on my Moldavite, which my boyfriend got me for my birthday. And then I also have on a mini tiger's eye in this cage as well. And that's just to help me voice myself throughout this video, because this video is a little bit on the scarier side to make, just because of how people are so tied to religion and how closed-minded a lot of people can really be when it comes to other things. And when it comes to the spiritual community, especially as lately as people become woke, like a lot of people think that there are, it's like Christian people just believe that it's just a bunch of demons trying to stir us away from the Christian path. As you guys have probably seen about how a lot of black women are just simply leaving the church. And I have found that, yes, like I said, I believe in the Christian God as well, but I have also believed that I don't necessarily need a pastor or a preacher or even a place of institute to practice my faith. And I found that when I do my own research and my own digging and my own reading and listen to my own intuition, the message that I receive is better than what any preacher could give me. And I'm starting to notice that I don't really care for what the male preacher has to say, and most preachers are male. I love listening to women, especially when they talk about feminine energy and having masculine energy. I do believe in both of those, not as a sex, but just as simple energies. I do believe everyone needs to have an equal balance, but in the world that we live in, most of us have a lot of masculine energy. When it comes to different creatures, as I mentioned, I believe in aliens. I definitely have always believed in mermaids in some sort. Even as a young child, it was there, it was present. And then I also believed that dragons were also a thing. Those are just some of the crazy things that I believe in, but and in a way there's evidence that all of those things are true. Just like how there's a conspiracy out there that the world used to have giants, but we're not going to get into some conspiracy theories there. I also believe in numerology, and I also believe in astrology. Now, if you guys have been following me throughout the month of October, you guys have seen some of the books that I have. Stay tuned, because my next video after this is going to be my book collections, both spirituality books and both like non-spirituality books, like just books that are kind of helpful. So stay tuned for that. But numerology, I just stumbled myself into. I did pick up a book and I have been reading it, and by far I love numerology more than I love astrology. And I know the two kind of play hand in hand, but if we think about it, did numerology come first or did astrology come first? I've been reading books about both of those, and tomorrow you will see both of those. But numerology has been my favorite thing to learn, because if you're in this community, you know that numerology could possibly tell you way more about yourself than astrology. Like, yes, astrology can tell you like who you are as a person, but numerology can tell you like what your life lesson is, like what your career path is, every 9 years your cycle. Like, there's so many things that numerology can tell you. It can even go as deep as figuring out if you're compatible with a certain person, just like in astrology. But those two hand in hand can be very, very powerful. Now, as far as going into the witch side, I don't really classify myself as a witch. My friends will sometimes joke and be like, and you know, call me a witch or whatever, which doesn't hurt my feelings, doesn't take offense or anything. It is what it is. There's certain things that I do that probably will say that about me. Like, I've told you guys that I have an altar, a little mini altar in my room. It's not an ancestral art altar, it's just something that felt comfortable to me, and that's how I made my altar. But as far as that, like, either I'm really a baby in it or I just practice things that feel good to me. Like I said, African spirituality speaks more to me. Like, a lot of people believe in certain deities are speaking to them, and I think more of the Orishas, which I'm not sure if those terms go hand in hand, so forgive me if they do. But I believe more so in the Orishas instead of the European or traditional or whatever they're called deities. And I don't know if that's because I'm black. So as far as that side goes, I can't really speak much on it just because I'm still so new, and I obviously don't want to spread any type of misinformation. But I think when it comes down to it all, what I really believe in is quantum physics and things like that, and how the mind works, your psychology, um, how to be at peace. And if you guys, I've told you guys so many times on this channel, especially in my vlogs, that at one point in time I was really struggling with what my purpose in life was, which brings me how I even got into spirituality in the first place. So I was really down, and I was really having a hard time figuring out what my purpose was in life. Like, there was just no way in my mind that I was supposed to go work this many hours a week, not having any time for myself, paying bills, not really having any money left over for myself to live my luxurious life, and then getting up to do it again the next day. Like, in my mind, that felt so ludicrous that I just simply sought out different answers. And that's when I came into meditation. Manifestation. Like, a lot of people, once they come into the spiritual journey through meditation and manifestation, like, they learn about manifesting, and through manifesting they learn about meditation, they learn about journaling, they learn about breath work, yoga, how to be positive. And even diving in deeper, you start to learn that you need to heal your traumas, and that is essentially your inner child, which I also have a book on. Bringing your inner child out of the shadow, which is a horrible read, but a good read. Like, the author, the way he read it was awful to me. It was hard for me to read, but the information in it is really good. So that's pretty much how I got into it. I just trying to find my purpose in life, knowing that there is essentially something better. How long have I been in this spiritual journey? In total, from the beginning, when I first found out, it's probably been about a year and a half now. But I started this journey, and then I stopped. Started this journey, and then I stopped. Started the journey, got into a really bad spot, stopped for a while, and then came back to it earlier this year. And I've been with it ever since, really building myself, really trying to work on finding peace and being happy and finding gratitude in each month. So in the spiritual journey, it's not going to be easy. You are going to feel like you're going crazy. I still feel like I am going crazy. Like, you were like, okay, ain't no way, like, this is it. But as you go through it and a lot of things start aligning and you start seeing little different things in your life, like synchronicities with numbers and things like that. The other day, me and my boyfriend kept having moments where it's like, dang, that I just said that, or that just happened, or wow, we just talked about that. Like, it happened like 3 times in one day. And stuff like that, you'd be like, okay, I really am on the right path. Or something may happen in your favor and you're like, I was just asking for that. And it just makes you feel like you're doing all this, and it feels good to do it. Like, if you don't want to be in a spirituality path and you just want to choose your other religion, that is totally fine. Long as you are happy with what you do and it feels like it's not forced upon you or anything like that, then obviously do what you feel is best in your life, because you gotta live for you. We are here for a limited time. We are not here forever. This flesh and body is not here forever. Even our souls can still carry on to different things, but do what's best for you. Learn how to live for you. Now, that was weird. That was weird. So my TV's off, but Netflix, all of a sudden, now my TV, I don't know what that was about. Anyways, always with everything, remember that there is good and bad that comes with everything. There's good and bad that comes with each religion. Some people use religion for evil. A lot of people use religion for good. Some people use religion for money. The spiritual community is the same way. There are people who will go out and get fake crystals and sell them to you just to make $1. There are people on here who've only been in the spiritual community for a month and think they know everything, and they just don't. There's no possible way to know everything. There are people who say they mastered the spiritual journey. There's no such thing. Like, you never stop learning and stop growing and learning yourself, because your body and yourself goes through different phases. That I do know for sure. I am not here to be a guru yet, maybe one day, but I'm really here just to take note of my journey. And I wanted to come on here and just express how I felt and the things that I believed in. That way, going forth, throughout filming, you guys will know where I stand. So on that note, I'm pretty much done. If you guys have any questions or want me to go in detail about anything, just let me know. Some videos I have coming soon about me being spiritual are, I'm going to show you guys my decks. I am going to show you guys my book collection, which I have talked about many times. I have some groups that I have coming up, so stay tuned for that as well. And then, of course, I want to do my favorite spiritual creators, whether that's TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. That is also going to all be in one video that will be coming up not too soon. Book will be tomorrow, but I also have other videos in between that. But if you want to see anything particular, just let me know, and I would try my best to make sure that the information is correct and I know what I'm talking about, and you guys have all the content that you need. On that note, I'm gonna go ahead and get off of there. Please make sure you guys like and subscribe. If you guys have not seen any of my previous videos from this month, please go watch those. All of those have been really great and really wonderful, and I have been putting in a lot of work for this YouTube. I'm still trying to get my gaming YouTube back up and running, so if you guys don't mind, go over there and also hit subscribe for that. And of course, we gotta be safe out here, so I will talk to you guys later. Peace.